Welcome to Eat Your Backyard, my YouTube channel where I talk about edible landscaping. In this video I want to tell you about how to purchase a mango tree. Now you can see that the nursery that I'm at in this video doesn't have a huge selection, but they have some trees. And this is February in Florida, so not really the best time to buy a mango tree. Really, I'd advise you to wait until the spring. That's the best time, when all the nurseries and different plant sale fairs get their new shipments. But you can see they have some. They have a good mix in this particular shot of Philippine and Indian varieties. You can see some are flowering. That's a Hayden right there, and that's definitely a sign of a healthy tree. So what are some of the things you want to look for when you're purchasing a mango tree? Well, first let's talk about just the physical characteristics. The first thing I'd look for is healthy leaves that aren't burned on the tips, and areas you don't see areas where a lot of leaves have fallen off. The second thing is I would look for plenty of branches, that they've got a healthy branch system that starts fairly low, so you'll get a lot of branches producing a lot of fruit. Another thing I look for is the height of the mango tree. So I want to make sure that it's up above any irrigation and that it has the best chance to reach up and get to the sun. And the final thing is the width of the trunk. It should be a nice healthy width, without a doubt. Now, since we're talking about the width of the trunk, I should mention that all mango trees that you would be interested in buying should be grafted. You can clearly tell that they've been grafted to quality rootstock by looking at the base of the tree. We'll focus in on this shot and show you what I'm talking about. But that it hasn't been grown from a seed. You don't want to buy anything that's grown from a seed. When mangoes are grown from their seeds, they're not true to the fruit. In other words, they don't produce fruit like the original fruit. They, in fact, will grow for years and produce very little, and I found low quality fruit, so it's not worth even messing around with that. Now take a look at this particular tree. It doesn't have many leaves, it's not nearly as tall. The trunk up towards the top is not nearly as wide as the last one we looked at, but you can see down towards the bottom that it is clearly grafted. Of course, all of these are grafted and from reputable source. Here again you can see the place where this tree has been grafted to a rootstock, but keep in mind that all of these mango trees are about the same price. It's definitely worth spending a little more on a mango tree. If you have a choice between getting a very small tree and a larger tree, spend another 30-40 bucks, I would say go ahead and spend the extra money. Now look at this tree. This is a great example of what I would consider to be a good pick. It's nice and healthy, bushy. Leaves are all high quality. Also, the number of branches is very good. There's at least 4 branches coming off of the main trunk, which is going to produce a nicely shaped tree, which is very important. You don't want to waste time waiting for that to happen after you buy the tree. Now that we've talked about some of the physical characteristics, let's talk about growing season and fruit. There's a few things to consider. First, the growing season, when you want it to produce fruit is very important. If you're going to get 1 or 2 trees, it might be a good idea to pick some that don't overlap in fruit, because once the trees get large, they're going to produce a lot of fruit. You can get that information generally from the information cards that are on mango trees in my area, but I think it's definitely a good idea to consider that and plan for that. You don't want 3 trees coming in at all the same time. It's just too much to deal with. Now look at this tree. It's very sparse and not looking too healthy. You wouldn't want that. It is tall, but it fails the other tests that I talked about. Another consideration is the amount of fiber in the mango. Some people like the fiber, some people don't. The other thing is the taste, whether it's very tart, very sweet, etc., and its pest resistance. Yeah, further examining this tree, you can see it's got branch tips with no leaves down the length of some of the branches. It's not a good pick. And here's again the example of the excellent choice. This is the one I would pick. I think it was about $50 for this one. Worth the extra money all the way. Don't waste your time. Try to skimp by the $29 one or something like that. You'll regret it, believe me. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this video, maybe learned something. Maybe you could leave some comments and help everybody else learn some more about buying mango trees. If you like this video, don't forget to like it. If you'd like to get more notifications about future videos, go ahead and subscribe to our channel, Eat Your Backyard. Thanks for watching.